Hello everyone, welcome to Aryabhatta Ashram. In this video lecture, we will be providing you the question and the solution of Civil Services Examination 2020 of Mathematics Optional. Uh, Before we start solving those questions, it is important to understand the nature of the questions asked in the examination. Were all questions on the expected lines, or was there some element of surprise? It is heartening to see that two questions straight away came from Aryabhatta Ashram test series. Test series 2020. So these questions to be categorically, this was your question number 3C in paper 2, and the question was if u is equal to tan inverse x cube plus y cube upon x minus y, x is not equal to y, then we have to show that then show that dou square u by dou x square plus 2xy dou square u by dou x dou y plus y square u upon dou y square is equal to 1 minus 4 sine square x sine 2x. Similarly, question number 4b of paper 2, we have to show that 0 to pi by 2 sine square x. If you want to check this out, you can visit our Telegram channel. We have posted our test papers, and a lot of questions were inspired because we gave almost in every test a question on asymptote, and a question in paper 1 figured in asymptote. Okay, so you can go to Aryabhatta Telegram channel. There you will find those repository of question of the test series, and from there you can verify. And people who have taken our test series in 2020, they found that there was a bit tough because we thought that question this year may be not on very much on predictable line. There may be some element of surprise. So we kept in our test element of surprise. Okay, and comprehensive coverage of syllabus. We gave questions from almost everywhere, and we corrected the paper right in time. We were providing them regular feedback. There was one-to-one contact point. There was a lot of discussions happening as regards how to reduce errors and what was already vouched in the test series. Keeping that in mind, it is important to write test more and more. So from 31st of January 2021, we have started another sectional test series for UPSC Mains 2021, because until and unless you do not test yourself on each and every topic, and this paper will be very much well researched and there is a team working behind it, and we will provide this test series so that you can ace yourself, ace in this examination. And we are very much confident that our test series will immensely help you even in 2021, because we have taken questions from all over the places. We have done the research on the nature of questions that are asked, and not only that, in times to come, mostly in February end, we will be coming up with a guidance program on any of the modules, or for that matter whole course, because many students find difficulty in some of the modules. So guidance program 2021 is going to come in the last February, that is your 2021. Now as we are here to solve some of the questions and have an analysis of what we did in 2020, 19 also, so you can go back to our channel and subscribe it, and you can actively associate with this, because we are here to help you in all the regards. Now I will start this solution series from ordinary differential equation, and again questions were pretty much on expected lines, but still, as I was always giving a question on Laplace transform, and this year Laplace transform question was application of the property itself. So if you know the basics of ordinary differential equation, that was not a big deal, but some of these candidates have complained the paper was lengthy in some of the areas. So even in some of the questions in ordinary differential equation, I knew the questions everybody is knowing, but I gave some of the question lengthy so as to drain their energy. So even the UPSC has done the same thing. So we start with question number 5a. Okay, so this is your, we have to solve this x cos y upon x y dx plus x dy is equal to y sin y upon x dy minus of y dx. This was asked for 10 marks. Now, as always told you, a question on exact form will definitely be there. So this is how to do this question in very less time. So that is the fundamental question over here. So what we will do, we will try to make it exact form if it is so, and then we will operate. So we can write this as y dx plus x dy. Okay, and this can be written as y upon x tan yx x dy minus of y dx. So we can write this as y dx plus x dy, and this can be straight away written as y upon x squared. So there will be, we are just dividing and multiplying by x squared, so this will lead to this. So this is nothing but your x square y x. So again we can write this as d of xy exact differential. We can write it as d of xy. Now this can be written as xy is equal to tan y by x d of y by x. So finally we can integrate this, and just in 2 or 3 lines we are going to get our answer, that is ln of xy is equal to ln of sec yx plus some constant ln c. So we can write this as xy is equal to c sec y by x. So this is your final answer. Now this question is you should get your answer right. That's the primary objective, but then you have to do it within a time bound manner. Suppose many of you will just get into the trap that it's a homogeneous equation. It is indeed, but it will be bit time consuming. Okay, so if I will try to do it by that method also, I can write this straight away in terms of dy by dx is equal to minus of y x cos y upon x plus y sin y upon x. X, we can take x minus of y sin. Even here answer that we will get is the same, and this indeed is a way to solve and find and reach your answer correctly, because you can always verify your answer in examination. So what we do, we can put this as y is equal to vx. This we can write as dy by dx. We can write this as v plus x dv dx. This can be written as minus of v. This is x cos v plus x sin v, and here we can write this as x cos v minus v sin v. Now this will give us x dv by dx. You can see over here there is x cancelling out from all of these. So here we have to write this as x, and here v is left out. So what we get finally is that minus of v cos v plus v sin v upon cos v minus v sin v minus v. So we can write finally as minus v cos v minus v square sin v minus of v cos v plus v square sin v. Okay, so this gives us cos v minus v sin v. This can and this will be cancelled out. Okay, so again we can finally write this as minus of 2v cos v upon cos v minus v sin v x dv upon dx. Okay, so we can do this question now by variable separable. So we can write this as cos v minus v sin v upon 2v cos v dv is equal to minus of dx by dx. So now this is quite integrable. So we can write this as integral of 1 by 2v dv upon minus of 1b tan v dv is equal to integral of dx by x. So this is nothing but half ln v minus half ln sec v minus ln c x is equal to ln c. So now we can write this as v. Okay, so this is minus sign over here. If I bring this become plus, so this becomes v x square upon sec v is equal to c. So again we can write this as xy v, we can write as v upon x. So xy is equal to c sec y upon x. Okay, so again the answer is the same in this question. Okay, so we can verify this way, but what is important to mark over here is that method that you're going to choose. So that was the whole purpose of doing both questions. You can put your timer on and see which method take less time. Apparently question first method took less time. So now question number 5b. This is, we have to find the orthogonal trajectories of the family of circles passing through the points 0, 2, and even in such a simple question a lot of mistakes are being made. Before I start solving this question, now it's important to go to the roots of this question. I think a similar question has been asked, but here it is orthogonal trajectory that has been asked. Over there they have asked you in, I think in 2009 or 10, find the differential equation of family of circle passing through 1, minus 1 and 1, 1. So this was asked in 2009 or 10, you can check, and we have solved this question in our ordinary differential equation series. Now here also it is important that you get your curve right. So first of all, it is important that we find the family of circle passing through point 0, 2 and 0, minus 2. So we can write this as equation of circle. This can be written as x minus x1 upon x minus x2, not upon x minus x2, plus y minus y1 into y minus y2 plus lambda, that's the slope that I'm going to take, y minus y1, this is your x2 minus x1 Again, this is x minus x1. This is your y2 minus y1. So here, according to this question, our x1 is 0, y1 is 2. X2 is 0 and y2 is minus 2. So we can put the values here. This gives x square plus y square minus 4 plus lambda. Now x2, x2 0, and this is your x1 is 0. So this is essentially y2 minus y2. So this is your minus of 4x is equal to 0. Okay, so we have got the equation. That's not the problem. Now always I will emphasize to do a question by exact form. So this is your equation, y square x square plus y square plus 4 lambda x minus 4. This is your equation of family of circle. Now what I will do, to find the orthogonal trajectory, I will differentiate this with respect to x. So this is your 2x plus 2y y dash plus 4 lambda is equal to 0. So I can put lambda is equal to minus of x plus y dash upon 2. Now many students will make mistake that they will without putting the lambda value, they will replace y prime by minus of y prime. No, you have to first of all put the lambda value here and then replace y dash by minus of 1 by y dash. So we can write this as x square plus y square. Okay, and for this part we can write this as minus of 2x x plus y lambda minus 4. So we get essentially this as x square plus y square minus of 2x square minus of 2xy y dash minus y is equal to 0. Now we can write 2xy dash is equal to y square minus x square upon 4. So y dash is equal to y square minus x square 4 upon 2xy. Okay, so how we can solve this question afterward is that we will replace y dash by minus of y dash. So what we get over here, when we will replace this, we can write this as straight away as y dash is equal to minus of 2xy upon y square minus x square minus 4. Isn't it? What we have done, we have inverted the thing and put the minus sign. Now we can write straight away as 2xy dx plus y square minus x square minus 4. Now if you do mistake from here, that is a blunder, and I will tell you in the later section how you can always verify your answer. M dx plus n dy is equal to 0. So now here m is 2xy, so I will find the partial derivative. Dou n by dou x is nothing but minus 2x, and dou m by dou y is your 2x. Again we can see they are not exact. We will bring in to the integrating factor. Now what should be this? It should be 1 by m, because it is only having one term. So we can write this as dou n minus dou x minus dou m. Here if you make mistake of this polarity or this sign, then you will get a wrong integrating factor, and that will be heavily penalized in examination. So 1 by 2xy upon this is your minus of 4x. This you can write as, so you know the well way that it should be a function of y because of this term. Okay, first term, that term. So n is, we know it's n dy. So you can remember as you like. And integrating factor, I will say is that e to the power minus 2 on y dy. This is your e to the power minus 2 ln y. So essentially 1 by y square is your integrating factor. Okay, this is not homogeneous because of the constant 4, so you cannot do by that method. So I will write this as 2xy, okay, dx plus y square minus x square minus 4 dy is equal to 0, and I will multiply with integrating factor, that is 1 by y square. Now readily it will be an exact form. I will just rearrange 2x y dx plus x square minus y square dy. I have brought this term plus 1 minus 4 y square dy. Okay. Now this can be readily written as the derivative of x square by y, okay, plus dy plus 4 d of 1 by y is equal to d of some constant c. Now x square upon y plus 4 y is equal to constant. So this is your orthogonal trajectory. Now what is the final answer with regard to this? This is your final answer. A key point that has to be understood over here is that we started with what? We started with x square plus y square minus 4 plus 4 lambda x is equal to 0. So this is the family of circles. Family of circle, this is centered around x axis, but here we can see it's centered around y axis. So they are sort of orthogonal. So whenever your answer is like this, so this is your question, even if you make some mistake in the calculation, because these are the important value points that has to be borne in mind, and these are the pattern that you must observe in mathematics. Now x square plus y square minus 4 plus 4 lambda x is equal to 0. So even if you make some mistake, you can straight away write that it will be having its orthogonal trajectory, or the transformation, if we want to like, it will be some function of, you know, say what I have taken is function of y, cy plus constant, or whatever you write. So this has to be the case. Now why this same concept, you may find this is a new concept or new question not given in certain books, but then I will reiterate where its genesis is there. Even in 2012 question, I have given the same question in the test. So find the orthogonal trajectory of x square plus y square is equal to ax. Now moment you do, you know the answer, even the same procedure will follow. This is going to be your sum b of y. So though both of them are self orthogonal, so if you know and try to exploit some of the properties that you find through the pattern, you can always come up with perfect answer. So until unless you are not confident about your steps and method, you may make a great mistake in examination, and you may not even find confident. Now moving forward, question number 6a. Question number 6a. Using the method of variation of parameters, solve the differential equation. Solve the differential equation. Now one message, that the choice of your question is very important in the final examination. Now those of you who know that this question is slightly lengthy, despite the fact that it is one of the easiest topic, if you cannot ensure your answer right, then you are essentially wasting your time in the examination. Now this is your question. Even in the test papers, I have set some of the question on ordinary differential equation, which are time consuming, because we know that questions can be done and they are very easy, but then they can sap your energy in time if they give you lengthy question or time consuming question. So what is the takeaway? Takeaway is that if you are not confident, if you are not practiced such questions many times, and if you are not good in extremely good in integration, then and you do not remember some of the formulas, otherwise you will be deriving each and every formula. So one of the thing is that you choose your questions wisely. You choose your questions wisely, and providing solution, everybody does that, but at the same time it is the idea of doing question in a very time bound manner that will save your time, and accuracy is the fundamental thing in the whole course of mathematics. Now I will try to solve this question. You would see here they have given a variable coefficient, right, and they are asking you to do it by variation of parameter. So they are giving some of the basic applied question. Okay, so this question you will find everywhere, so not that it has come from some different sources. Invariably you will find this question in almost all of the books. Now one of the hint that they have given is e to the power minus is one of the solutions. So this was anyway 1 minus p plus q, that's the standard thing. So even you can verify. Okay, so they have given so that you can proceed further. Okay, now what I do, I begin with this y is equal to dx is part of the solution. Now I'll differentiate it. This is your dy by dx is equal to e to the power minus ex dv by dx minus of exv. Now the second question is your thing is that we have to find the second derivative. So e to the power ex d upon d dx square plus e minus x and minus of 2 e to the power ex dv upon dx. Okay, so this is what you can write. Now I'll put this in the equation, original equation, d squared v upon dx square x plus minus 2 e to the power x dv upon dx. Okay, now the second thing over here is that 1 minus cot x upon e to the power ex dv upon dx minus. Okay, and minus of y is your v e to the power ex cot x, and this r is put to 0 to find the other part of the solution, because we are told to do it by variation of parameters. So that side is put as 0. So essentially we can write, we can see over here e to the power x is common in all terms, so we can cancel out that. So we write this as, now dv upon dx, I am collecting this coefficient, so minus 2 plus 1 minus cot x plus v, and I can write this minus v plus v cot x minus v cot x. So here again, whenever this is the case, when that's part of the solution, you actually do away with the third term, that is your y or v. So here you will always get 0. So many people make mistake over here, so you should get straight away in two terms, that is minus 1, that is second derivative and first derivative, and the rest is put to 0, and this r is 0 and other terms will be 0. So this is the thing that you have to remember and cross check while solving. So you can put dv upon dx is equal to p. So this is your dp by dx is equal to 1 plus cot x. Okay, and this is your p. So we can integrate dp p, and this is your 1 plus cot x dx. Now we can straight away write this is ln p is equal to x plus ln sine x plus ln c1 if we want to call it. Now we can write p is equal to e to the power x sine x c1. This is nothing but dv by dx. So we can find our v. So v is nothing but we can use it c1 e to the power x. You can use the standard formula sin x minus cos x, or you can do this by integration by parts if you do not remember the formula. So this is your c2. Okay, this is your e to the power ax sin bx is equal to e to the power ax a square plus b square a sin x minus b cos x. Okay, now we have found out the v. So v is of the format a e to the power x, sorry, c1 by 2 minus cos x. Okay, plus c2. Now I can write vy is equal to e to the power minus vx. So what we get our answer as c1 2 plus c2 e to the power minus. So we have started with e to the power minus x is one of the solution, and what is the other solution? So what we can do, we can write y is equal to a sin x minus cos x. I take c1 by 2 plus b e to the power is part of the solution. So now I will start to do question by variation of parameter with the standard procedure rather than putting the formula. Even you can get by putting the formulas. Okay, so this is how we can proceed further. So we can write this as d by dx is equal to a cos x plus sin x minus b e to the power minus x. Okay, now we have to differentiate this parameter also. So I will write d by dx sin x minus cos x plus dv by dx e to the power minus x. Now I'll choose a and b such that this term is your zeros. So choose a and b such that a and b such that dA by dx sin x minus cos x plus dv by dx e to the power minus x is 0. So now this one point we will be using to solve the equation. Now we will proceed further. Okay, so this is your d square of y upon dx square, and we can write this as a minus of sine plus cos plus b e to the power minus x. Okay, now we can also differentiate this term, that is your dA upon dx cos x plus sin x minus dB by dx e to the power. Okay, now we will put this in our original equation. Okay, so we will put this value in the original equation, which we can write this as your d square upon dx square plus 1 minus cot x dy by dx y. So this is slightly lengthy, but one thing is that you will get rid of all of this thing. What I am trying to say is that you will write this, all of the terms will cancel out except the parameter that we are varying. So that is the beauty of this one. Okay, so this part I have written as dA upon this. So you can check for yourself, and this will always come true. So this part I have written for e square, then 1 minus cot x. You can write this as a cos x sine minus b e to the power x. Okay, now I have written for this part. Now the third part is your minus y. Y is again what you have chosen, cot minus cot. So this is your a sin x minus cos x plus b e to the power is equal to sine square x. So you can see the terms that are cancelling out. So we will be, so all of these terms you can verify yourself will cancel out. So you are left with your we have written on the top. So we are left with this term, okay, over here. So we will write this as cos x plus sin x minus dv by dx e to the power x is equal to sine square x. Now this is your equation 2, and we will also bring back our equation 1, that was our dy by dx dA by dx sin x minus cos x plus dB by dx e to the power minus x is equal to 0. So this was the one. So we will solve this equation and we will find the constant of parameter. So what we get over here is that if we solve this is dA by dx. So this goes off. So we get 2 sine x is equal to sine square x. So we get dA by dx is equal to half sine x. Now what we can do, we can integrate this thing. So we get our a as minus of half cos x plus c1. Similarly, dv by dx can be written as 1 by 2 e to the power x sin x cos x if you put in the equation. Even if you do by formula, you will get the same integral. So this is nothing but 1 by 4 e to the power x sin 2x minus of 1 plus cos square cos 2x. So b we can integrate using the formula 1 by 4 e to the power 5 we can write for this e to the power x. Now this is 1 plus 4, that is your 5. So this is your sin 2x minus 2 cos 2x minus e to the power x by minus e to the power x by 4 plus 1 by 4 e to the power x upon 5. This is your cos. For the cos term, both of the terms are positive. Plus, so this way you have found a and b. Put back in the equation and we can simplify it. This e to the power x by 20 upon 3 sine 2x minus cos 2x e to the power x 4 plus c2. Now if you put the value respected values a minus e to the power x, so you will get the final answer. So if you approach this question in the paper, is that you should get it done correctly and you can find this. This has been, this is 5 plus 1, so this is 10. So this is 1 by 10, 3 sine 2x now we have to collect this term properly. So we can check over here those terms sine and cos. So what we can see here, this sine 2x minus 2 cos x. Okay. So if we do this part for b itself. So this is nothing but 3 sine 2x upon this. So you should reach till this answer. So the rest is your calculation. There has been, I have written directly without going for the further calculation. So over here you can check out the answer. Now next question is your question number 7b. Using Laplace transform, solve the initial value problem. T y double dash plus 2t y dash plus 2y is equal to t, with y is 0 is equal to 1 and y dash 0 is arbitrary. Y 0 is arbitrary. So next thing that they have asked is whether this equation is having unique solution or not. Unique solution. So this question we have to do by Laplace transform. Now I have repeated in my videos on Laplace transform, the question that they ask is your time differentiation property, but they have applied time differentiation property, okay, and your initial value problem solving, that is your again sort of d by dt, that we take the Laplace transform of that, and thirdly finally we will take ordinary differential equation, linear ordinary differential equation, solve this equation. So this question is application of all of that. So many of would be arguing that we have only given solve using initial value problem using in Laplace transform for constant coefficient. So this coefficient is not constant. That is the first thing we should. So whether this question falls under the jurisdiction of syllabus or not, but then they have asked the question. So we know all of these things. So it is the application of that. So they may argue, UPSC may argue that this is well within the syllabus, but this is in the garb of variable coefficient. So now what I do, I will apply this time differentiation property. That is, we can write this as t to the power n f of t is equal to, if you take this Laplace transform, okay. So even question in 2009 log x plus 1 x plus 5 hinges on this. So this was asked to find inverse Laplace transform, and there are other questions also. So the moment you see all of this, you should be able to understand that. Now I apply that, so I can write this as t of y double dash plus 2 t y dash plus 2y is equal to 2. So I take the Laplace transform of this. 2 is constant, so I will take it outside, is equal to Laplace transform. Now this can be written as minus of 1 d upon ds Laplace transform y double dash plus 2 minus 1 d of ds y dash plus 2 Laplace transform of y and Laplace transform of 1 is 1 by s. Now we can write this as minus of d by ds, and we will elaborate this. X square y of s minus of s. This is what student memorize without using integration by parts. So this comes from integration by parts. Minus of 2 d upon ds sys minus of y0 plus 2 of y of s is equal to 2 by s. Okay, so I can write this as minus of 2x, or I'm differentiating this, so minus 2x plus s square y dash s minus of y0. Okay, so I'm just differentiating it, and minus term we can take, so this is your y of s, s of y of s plus 2y of s is equal to 2 upon s. So we can club the term equally, so this is minus 2 of s ys minus s square plus 2s dash s plus 1 is equal to 2 by s. Now what we have done, we can see over here this and this goes off, so what we have here minus 2sy square, and this term is your minus of 2x square. So this is your minus of 2x plus x square by x minus 0, and we have to also write the value of y naught. Y naught value is given to us. Y naught value is 1. Y naught value is 1. So we can proceed with this, and we can write our equation, linear differential equation, 2s upon s square plus 2s y of s is equal to minus 1 to s square plus 2s. So y dash of s plus 2s s square plus 2s y of s is equal to s into s plus 2s into s minus 2. Okay. Now this is a linear differential equation. You can write this integrating factor as e to the power 2s s plus 2 ds. S get cancelled, so 2 ln s plus 2 is equal to s plus 2 whole square. So we can write this as y of s into s integrating factor is equal to so this can be written as s plus 2 into s minus 2 upon s square dx. So this is nothing but x square of 4 upon x square dx. So you can write this as 1 minus 4 x square ds. Okay, so this is s plus 4s plus constant k. Now s plus 4s upon constant k. So what we get over here s plus 2 whole square ys is equal to s square 4 upon s plus k. So we can write y of s is equal to s square by 4 plus s into s plus whole square plus k into s plus square. Now we will use partial fraction to break this. Okay, so this is nothing but I can write as as plus b s plus 2 plus c s plus 2 whole square plus k s plus 2 can be, which is already factorized. So if you factorize s square plus 4 is equal to a into s plus 2 whole square plus bs into s plus 2 plus cs. So if we put s is equal to 0, so a is your 1 and a plus b, if we take the coefficient of a, s squared, so a plus b is 1, so b is your 0. So finally what we get as 4a plus 2b plus c is equal to 0, that is we are taking the coefficient of x. So this is your thing. So b is 0. So c what I get is minus 4. So what I get y of s is nothing but 1 by s upon 4 by s plus 2 whole square plus k plus whole square. So y of t we can write as 1 plus a minus 4 e to the power minus of 2t. Now if we put initial condition value is given y of 0 is equal to 1, y of 0 is equal to 1. So if we just put this value, so what we get, k is equal to 4. Okay, so is a term called this, so 1 plus 1k minus 4. So what we get over here is that k is equal to 4. So k minus 4 is equal to 0. So we are getting the value. So will have a unique solution? And other part is given as y dash of 0. So we can see over here that we need the other part also. So this solution y0 is equal to 1 and y dash is equal to y is an arbitrary. So we have taken this factor into. So this question is application of linear differential equation and other things as well. So moving forward, question number 8a. Solve the differential equation x plus whole square y double dash minus 4x plus y 6y is equal to 6 sine log x plus 1. This is asked for 10 marks. Again, this is your Euler Cauchy homogeneous second order differential equation. Explicitly mentioned in the syllabus. So what we can do, x plus 1 we can write as e to the power t and log of x plus 1 is equal to t. We can write it. So now, so we can write dy by dx is equal to dy by dt into dt by dx. Suppose we find dt by dx. This is your 1 plus x. So we can write this as 1 plus x dy by dx is equal to dy by dt. Now d by dt we can call as in d dash. So we can write 1 plus x dy by dx is equal to d dash y. Similarly, we can differentiate it once. X plus 1 d square by dx square plus dy by dx is equal to, okay. So you have to show this in examination. You cannot directly write the formula. Now this is 1 plus x whole square, because I'm using this, plus 1 plus x dy by dx is equal to the 1 plus x whole square. Okay, so we are going to use both of them. This is d dash minus y minus of 4 d dash plus 6 y is equal to 6 e to the power 2t plus sine t. So this is your question. Now we can easily find its auxiliary equation, that is m square minus 5m plus 6 is equal to 0. So we have roots as 2 and 3. So we can write our complementary function c e to the power, not x, which many of you will write in haste. Now I'm going to find the particular integral. Pi is your 6 e to the power 2t. This is your d dash minus 2 into d dash minus 3 plus sine t upon d dash square minus 5 d dash minus 6. So we can put the value over here in second one, minus 1, but this will put this denominator 0, so we'll apply the rule. So this is your 6t minus e to the power 2t, and this is the derivative of 1 sine t. This we can write minus 1, so we can write this as sine of t. So what we get effectively is here, yes, this is plus 6. So this is your minus 1 minus 5d plus 6. So now we can rationalize it and solve. So this is your minus of 60 e to the power 2t plus sine t 5 1 minus d dash 2 1 plus d dash 1 plus d dash. This is what you can do. This is your minus 60 e to the power 2t plus cos t plus sine t. This is your 5 into 1 minus 1 plus 1 2. So this is your 10. So finally you can write your answer as y is equal to, you have got c1, first we write in terms of t, c2 minus 6 e to the power 2t t plus 1 by 10 cos t plus sin t. y is equal to c1 1 plus x whole square plus c2 1 plus x whole cube minus of 6 x plus 1 whole square log of x plus 1 plus 1 by 10 cos log of 1 plus x plus sine log of 1 plus x. So this will give our final answer. Okay. Now moving forward, question number 882. Again, they've asked question from our equation of first order but not of first degree. Question number 882. Find the general and singular solution of differential equation. Three minus y, where t is equal to dy by dx. This was asked for 10 marks. Now, such questions were asked a long time back, but the concept is very simple and it is a very basic question. So it is not that all of the questions will be repeated. Some of them we can see it is very much written, can be written in terms of p. The general solution is not a big deal. We can integrate it. After that, we have to find singular solution. So we can write p is equal to dy by dx. This is equal to plus minus 2 by 3, and this is your square given in the question. So this is your 3 per half minus 2 minus y. Okay, so we can integrate it very well. So this can be written as your dy by dx can be written as, we can write our dx and minus 3 minus y per half dy, and this can be written as 3y. So now we can integrate it. So we can write this as 3 by 2 outside and 2y 3 by 2. Now this can be written as 3 minus y minus 1 on 3 minus y dy. Okay. So we can write this as d of x is equal to integral of, okay, this we can write from our basics of integration. So x plus c equal to plus minus 3 by 2 minus of 2 by 3 3 minus y power 3, and because this minus out, and 2 3 minus y to the power half, minus minus become plus. So I can take 3 minus y half outside. So this is nothing but plus minus y 3 minus y half x plus c. This is your integral. So we can write this is x plus c is equal to y square 3 minus y. This is your general solution. Now we want to find singular solution. Singular solution. So we can write this as c, just this general solution, and 3 minus y. So we can take this c discriminant, begin with it, c square plus 2cx plus x square minus y square 3 minus y. So we will write this discriminant for this. So b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. That's the c discriminant. So this is your, we can take this as 4x square minus 4 into x square minus y square 3 minus y is equal to 0. So if you solve this, this will give you 3 minus y. Now if we put y is equal to 0 and p is equal to 0 in our original equation, okay, that is 3 minus y. So that is not going to satisfy our differential equation, as we can see here. This is 4, this is 0, 9, 0, 4, 0. So 0 is not equal to 4. So this y is equal to 0 doesn't satisfy the differential equation. Okay. So next is so that is why y is equal to 0 is not a singular solution. Now if you put 3 minus y is equal to 0, so dy by dx put is equal to 0. So y is equal to 3 and p is equal to 0 satisfy the differential equation. So we can say y is equal to 3 is a singular solution. Now there has been a trend to ask on singular solution, so it is good that we solve such kind of questions. So with this we have ended our solution series on differential equation. Now it is important that you articulate your answer very well and reach to the final answer, and there should not be any calculation mistake. You can verify your answer within a green frame. Choose the question wisely, even if the question paper is unseen, some of the questions. Then also you should keep a calm and patient profile and solve the question without feeling jittery or nervous. We have launched our test series even for 2021 and guidance program, which will start in Feb and 2021. So guidance program plus test series. Those of you who have taken the test, if you are not able to qualify this year, if you take test year this year also, we will be more giving question on the UPSC pattern, and there will be a continuous feedback so that you can improve yourself in the final examination. Because if you come at the last moment, just 1 month before the mains, then it is not very fruitful. If you plan from the beginning, and 31st Jan we are starting our sectional test series, and that will, if you do the test very seriously, and because we also take a great interest in setting the papers, research team develops those paper. I personally check the question answer, and I talk to the student and without any fear or favor, and I give a candid feedback so that you can improve upon this. So please like, share, and you can join our Telegram group, which description we will be giving. We will also be providing you the links of questions that have directly come from there or they are inspired also. And we have given our sheets on each and every topic, so you cannot afford to miss on any topic. And if you do those topics very well, and if you know your gray area, work beforehand, and you just do our sheets, that even if the questions, some of the questions you may not see somewhere, but we are constantly looking for those nature of question. I would say the paper of question was not very tough, as many of you might find. It was very well balanced in all the sections they have given. It is how you choose your question. I have always emphasized on the fact that how you choose the question, 5 questions out of the 8, that will do the trick. With this, I wrap up this session. Thank you, everyone.